Every attempt that you've ever had at anything,
hmm
Drew, would you say you've had a failed childhood?
You know, because yes, I would have 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
but because there's so much passion and there's so much zest for everything that we're doing and all these opportunities that are coming up and these passions are just overtaking me. And now my relationship with my wife is better than ever because I had to face my childhood. So I'm going to say that my childhood was not a failure. It was highly disappointing. It was hurtful. It was painful. It was downright, no kid should have to go through abuse in any way. So in that respect, it was absolute. But failure, no. Failure would be me as a child quitting and not fighting to survive. So in that respect, I will take success over failure. I no
Powerful words
longer,
from a powerful man.
hey, thank you, sir. But no, seriously, there was a lot of shame and a lot of blame that I held on to for a long time, and I held on to it for a long time. That, in my opinion, is the true expression of failure. I hid behind work. I hid behind, reality. Turn around and face it. That's success. Lessons learned. Life.
Lessons. There it is. I knew it was
Yeah.
coming eventually.
I know in Jason's face sometimes he's looking at you like he wants that one word. Now I just throw words out there. Eventually I'll get the right one. So how do we, and this is a good segue into turning our fears into ambition?
And how can you do that in a healthy way too?
Absolutely.
I think that's a really fine line for people who eventually get into this um, constant achievement,
hmm
this constant searching for something that, okay, when I get here, then I'm really going to be happy. Like all the pain that I went through is not going to be, it's not going to be there anymore. Or when I get to the next milestone, turning all that fear of failure into ambition. But I don't know, hell of a lot more successful than I am, Drew. Can you speak to that topic a little bit?
I think it's all relevant. I don't know if I'm a hell of a lot more successful, but yeah, I hid behind work. Even Maggie will tell you, I wanted to be a director so bad. I'm going to push my way up, the corporate ladder. I'm going to have that title. Okay, I achieved it. Now what? Do I go to executive director? Do I go to VP? Okay, I would be if I didn't turn that fear that I was hiding from for all those years and change it and face it. And so, yeah, a lot of times I think we hide behind I'm going to be successful. Nobody's going to look at me and say, "Ha ha ha! I remember you." Anyone who was bullied in school, anyone who was maltreated as a kid, anyone who was pushed aside, anyone that didn't have the love that a little child deserves. I think we push ourselves to the point, almost the point of breaking, just to prove to everyone, "Look at me." And it's not a healthy thing to do. I mean, okay, great, you put money in your pocket or you buy stupid things like a boat, and those of you who likes boats now, don't take that personal. But there are so many ways that we just hide. That's not our true self. That's just me pretending to be somebody so important that everyone's going to look at me from a distance, or they're not going to see the fact that I was a scared kid at one point in time, or that I was maltreated, or I was bullied, or whatever happened in the past. They're not going to see that. They're just going to see this guy that goes to the gym. They're going to see this guy that has a decent job. They're going to see this guy that travels the world. They're going to see this guy that buys stupid things. They're going to see, in my head, success. Maybe they're going to see a pretentious asshole. Same thing, right? Success. But we hide behind that. Why? It's easier than facing the past.
Mm-hmm.
It sure doesn't solve anything.